Lewis, welcome back to my kitchen. What I love the most about Vietnamese food is all the different ingredients that we use. We use lots of meat, lots of seafood and lots of vegetables. I'm so excited because my mum is over, she's visiting us.
Hi.
And her specialty is seafood. And I learned basically everything I know from my parents, so it's so nice to have my mum here and she's going to help us out with the next seafood dishes that we cook. Garlic prawns stir-fried with water spinach is an amazing dish. There's very few ingredients and it's really quick to make, so if you want something quick and healthy, this is the dish for you. Start with about 8 large king prawns. These are quite big, which is great. We've peeled them, taken the heads off and left the tails on and also deveined them. We're going to add to that 1 teaspoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of fish sauce and 1 teaspoon of red onions, red echallots. And let's just marinate that. And just let that marinate for about 5 minutes and let the flavours really infuse into the prawns. While that's marinating, the greens that we're going to cook this with is water spinach. It's such a great vegetable. If you can see, it's hollow on the inside, so it actually takes the flavours of whatever you cook it in very well. When you actually buy water spinach, the bottom bit is actually quite tough. So when you're breaking it into smaller pieces, have a feel when you're breaking it, and if it's soft enough to break, it's good. And once it gets a little bit too hard, that's when you throw the rest of the roots away. So my mum's going to actually break them up for me while I marinate the prawns a little bit more. I'm going to give my mum a hand. So you don't have to be as gentle as my mum. I would just break them like this until they're all around about the same size, about 5 centimeters. How big your hand is, about that width. Real family affair. This is the great thing about Vietnamese cooking. Everyone comes in and everyone does their little bit. And it's great. If you've got someone who doesn't cook very well, they can always break the water spinach. Finish this off. Yep. And then this is the last one. Okay, we're ready to start cooking now. They've been marinating for about 5-10 minutes and we're ready to seal them. Sear them on both sides. Just grab a couple of tablespoons of vegetable oil. Make sure your wok is nice and hot. Just give that a little bit of a stir on around. And then just put your prawns in. There we go. Just sear them on both sides real quick. Again, don't ever overcook your seafood, especially your prawns. Just a quick seal on both sides. Quick change in colour. A bit more or now? A little bit longer. A little bit longer. I think it's still a bit transparent, so my mum didn't quite like that. So right now? Yep. So they're ready now. So just take them out. Look how fresh these prawns are. Okay, so just set them aside. So I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of garlic. Okay, let's quickly stir that up. When the garlic browns a little bit, then put in the water spinach. Toss that about, nice and evenly. We used to have this when we were younger. It was also quite important to not overcook them because if they wilt too much, you lose the crunchiness that is the great part of water spinach. So just stir it around and you'll note it actually wilts quite quickly. So as it's just softening, such a great vegetable. Yeah, put the rest in, Mum. Okay, just let that wilt a little bit longer, make a little bit of a mess. So Mum's just mixing up a tablespoon of fish sauce, a tablespoon of soy sauce, and a tablespoon of sugar. And we're just going to mix it in with the water spinach. And this is the base for the sauce. So you'll see it's actually wilted a lot as well, so it's almost ready. So we can put in the prawns? A little bit longer? Okay, a little bit longer. My mum's just going to try it. Is it okay? Is it ready? Not yet. We'll put the prawns in. Yeah, and I'm going to put the prawns in. Wow, the colors are awesome. Stir it around evenly. Make sure you get the prawns mixed up really well with the water spinach. And you really want to heat the prawns through as well. They've only been cooked slightly, so you can afford a bit more time with the prawns. Okay, put it down, turn it about. So give it a nice good toss to make it nice and even. Stir it around. So that's ready to plate. Just grab the plate, move that aside. Actually, let's put that here. Okay, and just plate that up. Make sure it's nice and even. You get some prawns at the bottom, you get the water spinach, and get some prawns at the top as well. Okay, put the prawns up. So put the prawns on top, make sure it's nice and even, and there you have it, garlic wok tossed prawns with water spinach.